Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to make a little short video here about this fight stick because I'm anxious to play the game. I just picked this fight stick up for the 360 last night, 2 nights ago. So I only played about an hour of Mortal Kombat, so I'm itching to play. But anyway, just as a comparison, there's my Tournament Edition Round 2 Street Fighter fight stick. And of course, you probably already know that this thing is like twice the size as it. It's got American parts. The buttons are indented. Concave, I believe, would be the correct word. I could be wrong, but the opposite of Sanwa. A little bit more springy, clicky, I guess you want to say. This is something that you'd find in your American arcade cabinets, as opposed to Japanese style. As you can tell, you got the bat top, American style. It's a complete circle, as if for a gate. Actually, it's really interesting. I've never actually had an American style fight stick before. Just before I try to open this thing up, this little gold-plated thing here with a Mortal Kombat sign. You can probably barely see it, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, you hit that, you can open it up. There is a microphone port. This is the Xbox one. I don't know what the PlayStation one has. Obviously, I can't even open this with one hand because it's so heavy. Come on, lift. Yeah. Alright. Wow. This thing's heavy. Alright, so let's take a look at the setup here. There's a plastic case that covers all your buttons. Just so you know, even though this is a pretty big case, you can't really fit that much stuff in here because of this comes down. Probably, you know what I mean? If you could tell, you probably can only fit about 2 or 3 game cases thick before it hits this, and there's no room. But you can fit a couple things in there. You know, you can fit your cord, which is detachable, even for the Xbox. I thought that was pretty impressive. It's got a mini USB connection, so you can throw a couple things in here, a couple games. But if you look, you probably can't really tell. It's technically a square gate, but the thing is, you got this weird square boot here, which you still can't see, and the way that it rotates, it goes in a complete circle. It's not restricted. So in other words, even though it looks like there's a square gate in there, there's technically no gate, and the boot just keeps it in line, hits all the switches. It's really smooth for a circular motion. It's actually really comfortable. I'm used to a square gate, of course, Japanese parts, but after using this for about an hour, I don't know, I like it. It is unfortunate that it does have Mortal Kombat layout, which means it's not really, can't really use this for other Street Fighter games that require 6 buttons. If you have like a classic arcade game that requires 4 buttons, like maybe like a King of Fighters, you might be able to swing it with these buttons here. Maybe use this as a what do they got? I know they have buttons that do different things, but you can use the 4-button layout. But if you want to use this for like Super Street Fighter 4, it wouldn't really work that great because obviously, you want to do focus attack. You're missing a button here. It would have been nice if they added one there, because then you'd be able to use this for, pretty much any fighting game. But since they're keeping it basically old school and arcade perfect. So they don't care if you can't use this for Street Fighter, but it does work really well with Mortal Kombat. I'm not a Mortal Kombat player, so I'm still getting used to this setup and used to like having a block button, and you have to like EX moves. You got to do something like this, and like tag, you got to hit like those buttons and like this. So it takes a little bit of getting used to because of the arrangement. But even after the hour that I started playing, I was starting to get the handle of it. So. But overall, I paid $150, and it came with the game, and the game came with some extra content, some download content. So value-wise, it's a killer deal with the parts that you're getting. If you're a big Mortal Kombat fan or player, it's definitely worth getting this fight stick. This is the only game that I'm really going to be playing is Mortal Kombat 9, and Yeah, it's pretty wicked considering 100. I paid less than 150 for that, but basically it's a $150 stick and you don't get nothing, um, and you get so much more with this. But let's go with the negative. Not many negative things about this. I'm sure the most obvious is the fact that it's like 6,000 pounds. That's not really a bad thing. On the bottom of this, just so you know, there's like a, it's basically like a, you can't see it, but it's like a, I want to say like a suede, velvet. No, velvet's probably the better word, not suede. Like a velvet cushion, probably ½ inch thick. It's pretty comfortable on your lap. It has to be since it is so heavy. If you notice, there's like an edge here, like a I don't know, like a leg basically. It sticks out on both sides, so it actually fits well in your lap and it doesn't move around much. I haven't used it on a table to see if this plastic thing keeps it from moving around, but I'm assuming how heavy this thing is that no matter what you do, it ain't going anywhere. What else? Oh, I used this, like I said, for about an hour, and the only thing that made it really uncomfortable for me, besides the button layout, was the edge here. It's actually, if you could just think like leaning on a coffee table, because that's basically what this is like a miniature coffee table. It starts to hurt my wrist, and I don't have the marks there anymore, but I had a red mark on both of my wrists near the well, I can't point and aim the camera at the same time, but right there. Yeah, okay. It was starting to get raw, actually. So, in other words, when you use this, you have to be careful that you're not leaning down and playing. Maybe try to lean up top a little bit, reposition yourself, or put this on a table. I think I just have to readjust myself and it'll be better. But I did notice that it was doing that to my wrist, and that was a pain. So, well, it doesn't have turbo, which is good. The first Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick that doesn't have a turbo for standard equipment. So basically, it's an arcade perfect stick, and I'm pretty happy with it, even though it's only for Mortal Kombat games. So that's pretty much it. I'm excited. I'm gonna start playing this game, learning it a little bit, and hopefully, I don't know who my main characters are gonna be. I'm gonna play every character. And hopefully, by the time I'm done with all the characters, I'll have a favorite. And that's pretty much it. So, other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.